is it a choice? I like to look at people and say, did you choose whether you were straight or not? On this edition of Breakfast with the Gay, welcome to the Gay Club! My name is Christian, and I'm 27 years old. Yes, 27. And that is an international age. I am a PhD student at Seoul National University. I have been in Korea for about 3.5 years now, and I am gay.
So, hi, my name is Jun, or Ja, or Albertine, whatever you want to call me. Yeah, I have a lot of names. And I'm 25 years old, and I've been here for like maybe 4 years. More than 4 years, yes. And I came here first as a student in Korea, and now I'm working in a Korean company.
What can you tell us about the general context for LGBTQ plus people in South Korea?
Well, coming from an Asian country, it seemed quite familiar to me. It's accepted, but like people won't admit that they are open to it. In Korea, they also have that, but sometimes they have more haters in Korea, is what I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, coming from the United States, and I guess I probably should have said that before, but I mean, I think it's definitely different from what I was used to growing up. I mean, I grew up in a relatively conservative family when it came to things like sexual orientation and stuff. But I think the things that make the dynamic in Korea a little bit more different is, even though a lot of people will say, oh, well, there's not a lot of like religiously identified people in Korea, and so maybe that would have an impact on that kind of, their views on being LGBTQ+. I would say not really, because even aside of the growing population of Christian people in Korea, society here is very Confucian, and Confucian does not jive well. It's very conservative. It does not jive well with being LGBTQ+. And so I would say that the context is that they pretend it doesn't exist, is really, honestly, I would say that's the way to say it.
Would you say it's the same for any generation, regardless of their age?
The younger ones I've met are more open. Like, they're more like, they don't mind.
I would just say the difference is between the younger generation and the older generation is more about the fact that the younger generation is willing to listen to you. And they're willing to ask you questions. Instead of jumping to a judgment immediately about what it means to be LGBTQ+, what it means, in my case, what does it mean to be gay, it seems like they're a little bit more curious. Actually, my professor, because my professor's known I was gay since day one, I didn't really hide that. And like, one of the things I remember him telling me relatively soon into my time here as a graduate student was, he says, you know, one of the things I hope by having you in the lab as someone who is openly LGBTQ is that it will make it maybe easier for Korean people who maybe want to come out, who are in our lab, or for other Korean people within the area who want to kind of be more proud about who they are in that sense. I thought that was really telling, because I think that speaks to the fact that they kind of hold a double standard to how they view foreign LGBTQ people and their own citizens.
People here think of being gay as something that you can just switch off. You know, like, or, you know, or it's...
So, yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, this is something you face, like, not even just here. I mean, honestly, I like, the idea, so this really goes into a deeper question of, like, is it a choice? So is being LGBTQ, is your identity a choice, okay? And I like to simply, first off, how I answer it, I would like to say how I answer it, and the way I answer it is, I answer it with a question. I like to look at people and say, did you choose whether you were straight or not? And when you ask them that, a lot of times people go, they pause, and they go, oh. And they kind of realize, I never really thought about it.
How are you able to meet other people from this community in Korea? Like,
well, that's how we met. No, the bigger universities in Korea would have like student clubs for LGBT. I can say that because they're on Facebook.
Yeah, they're all
they're always okay. right?
They're pretty open.
Yeah, so that was my first exposure to a larger community. It's through the university club.
Yeah, I mean, there's like meetups. I mean, particularly for I would say for foreign LGBTQ people, there like if you use like Meetup, which is like the website and the app and stuff like that, there's like LGBTQ groups on there. The universities, like Jia said, most of them, if not all of them, Yonsei, Korea University, and SNU, they all have LGBTQ plus groups, and I mean, pretty much almost all the university groups do. Or they'll just go to like, you know, bars. There's like 2 major places within Seoul, like in Itaewon and within Jongno.
For the guys.
Yeah, for the guys.
How about the ladies?
For the ladies, they just go to Hongdae because Korean women look young all the time.
That's so true. That's so true.
So I mean, like, you know, like actually there are some like drinking places in Hongdae that don't allow like women above 30. But if the place allows you, maybe it's a it's a queer area.
Yeah.
What can you guys tell me about dating in Korea?
Dating.
Like, what have your experiences?
Dating in Korea? No, I don't have much experience. Oh yeah, I mean you're like dating when you already met someone.
Yeah.
So well, I think we get off the hook quite easily because for some reason Korean men think that I'm a guy. So we could go through like, you know, like all this, you know, in Korea they like PDA, like, you know, like holding hands or walking, and like we don't get weird stares because they think that I'm a guy. So we're lucky in that sense.
I guess like I would just say like I think it's not bad. I mean, I think like there's obviously things you have to be careful about. Like they say like, yeah, there's like a lot of PDA and stuff like that, but if 2 guys hold hands, people are gonna turn heads. Like that's definitely gonna turn heads. My last boyfriend from a while ago, like we were okay with holding hands in public or doing those kinds of things in public, and we definitely got comments and stares. So I think like there's like a certain level of PDA that people are used to and they don't care and they don't really think about it and they won't ask questions or stare.
So having talked about all of this, is there anything that you would like to see change for LGBTQ people in Korea or for foreign LGBTQ people?
What I want to see change, I want to see more people who represent our community in the media. Either social media, on TV. I want to see a drama. Like, where is the dramas with an LGBTQ? Even if it's just like the side story, like, you know, not even the main story, but like the side story where it's like there's an actual LGBTQ couple. I think having some more clear representation within our politics, within our media, within even academia, right? I mean, as far as I know, I'm one of the only or the few openly LGBTQ people in my entire department. And there's thousands of people within my department.
And also one more change, especially with the Korean, at least with the Korean LGBTQ that I know, is I hope that the younger, especially the younger ones, would be more aware. And this comes with more representation, right? So if there's more representation, the younger generation would know that it's okay. Because I'm really sad about them turning radical. I mean, sometimes there's a reason for them to be radical because they were deprived, they were like shamed, you know, when they were still young. So yeah, I hope that they'd also, you know, learn to reach out, that there are also other older people that they can lean on.